Welcome back to Anything Outdoors with Steve. I'm Daniel. Today I'm in Okayama, Japan. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I rolled out of bed about 3:30 and couldn't sleep anymore, so I thought I should get up and just take a walk around the town, see what there is to see at 5 a.m. Even in the busiest of times, this part of Okayama, Kurashiki District, is pretty quiet, tranquil, peaceful little place. At 5 a.m., not much going on. This is the busiest street in Kurashiki, and looks like there's a few early risers, a few cars, not much. Still a very peaceful morning. I'm just taking you down to see Kurashiki train station. Like I said, Kurashiki district of Okayama is not the most exciting place, but that's one of the things that appeals to me the most. It's quiet, peaceful, safe. Across the way is Kurashiki Station, Kurashiki train station. I am on the south side of Kurashiki Station. This is facing north, and as I turn towards the east, you find this underground shopping. This used to be quite the place to go back in the day. One of the local Kurashiki people told me about this and suggested that I make a walk through it. Apparently this was all the cosmopolitan rage when it first opened. Now apparently it's sort of a thing of nostalgia. People like to come here to walk and reminisce and ride their bicycles, but I guess the shops and the shopping are not as vibrant as they used to be back in the day. It's hard to gauge really this early in the morning. We have some salons and restaurants, noodle restaurants. It still looks like there would be some hustle and bustle in the evening time, I would imagine. Looks like almost like a mini Osaka. Neko arimasu. There's another alley cat over there roaming about. That still looks like a pretty charming spot. Alright, I'm going to go back towards Bikan Historical District in Kurashiki. I think I'll try and wander through some of these back alleys and find my way over there, and then stroll around the back streets of the old Kurashiki Historical District while it's still early in the morning, before too many people come out, before all the tourists show up, and all of that. Somebody has the right idea. Getting a little exercise in early in the morning. Alright, I'm going to wander some more through some of the back alleys and get lost a little bit. Whenever I go to a new city somewhere in the world, it's one of the things I like to do is just wander about more or less aimlessly and spontaneously go where the moment takes me. Oh, I imagine this place comes alive in the evening, especially on the weekends. There's a window full of calories for you. Wow, this place is vast. The Kurashiki local guy who told me about this was not exaggerating. He said you could wander around for hours if you wanted to. Wow, además. And apparently this winds back behind the Bikan Historical District. Maybe I'm going the right way, maybe not. I think I'm going approximately eastward. Bikan Historical District would be directly to my south, I think. Oh, there's some direction signs ahead. something I admire about Japanese, especially those who live around Okayama. They seem to take pride in decorating their gardens with plants and art and really cute, quaint decor. It puts me to shame. I can barely stay on top of cutting my grass back in Idaho. Somebody else takes care of it for me in Thailand. It looks like there's some kind of shrine or something up on top of this hill. I wonder if this is the... No, we're too far north for Achi Shrine, I think. Achi Shinja. Let me look at the sign. Oh no, I see where we are. We are on the backside of Achi Shrine. So I could go up the mountain to the shrine and then down if I were so inclined. You know what? I might be so inclined. Why not? Ohayou gozaimasu. So this looks like, what would that be? A western entrance to Achi Shinja. It's a Shinto shrine up on the mountain above, well, a hill above the Bikan Historical District. I've never been over here before. Let's go check it out. Looks like a fine place. A fine morning to explore it a little bit. It's a beautiful morning to go for a walk. It was raining all night. I left my hotel window slightly ajar last night. Woke up and there was water all over the window sill and on the floor. I had my shoes under it. They got wet. A little bit splashed on my computer, but there are worse things to have on your shoes than water, I suppose. Alright, that goes back down. I'm going to keep going up. I think I will go all the way up to Achi Shrine. Why not? Why not? I didn't plan on it, but that's the fun of going on a spontaneous walkabout. You never know where it's going to take you till you get there. So these are graveyards. One presumes they're very old graveyards. Hallowed ground. Sacred spaces. I recognize this. I have roamed this ancient resting place. In the West, culturally, most people seem to see graveyards as a scary place filled with horrible, horrific abominations of the supernatural. But I always find this is a sacred place. I feel a deep sense of peace when I come upon a hallowed grove like this with all of these souls that have passed on and have this only as a reminder of their mortal existence and a reminder to us that our own mortal existence is transient, temporal, and sacred. All right, back up the hill we go. Are you ready to exercise your legs? Because you're going to get in some steps now. Should we do speed walking? Well, I better not run. It's a little bit slippery. what do you say we go up and see if the Achi Shrine is open? There's a pretty good viewpoint. We look out over Kurashiki. Somebody getting a selfie over there for his Snapchat. No smoking, no pets, no alcohol. Don't be rude. Be reverent and respectful. It seems to me that peace and tranquility, compassion and love should be the collective goal of humanity. It's hard to imagine why people choose instead continual conflict and violence and contention. This is a Japanese maple, I believe. Acer japonicus. In the autumn time, the coloration is very vibrant, beautiful, poetic even. I think my timing this morning was impeccable. These are the 12 representative animals of the Buddhist zodiac. According to legend, Buddha invited the 12 animals to have a race, a foot race, to determine the sequence of the zodiac. All the animals lined up. Of all the animals, the rat was wise, small, slow, but wise, and realized he could not win by physical prowess alone. So he climbed upon the back of the ox. Where's the ox? Oh, I passed the ox. Past the ox. He climbed upon the back of the ox. The ox was ahead, and just as they reached the finish line, the rat leapt off the back of the ox and won the race. So the rat comes first. Wily rat. I was born in the year of the rat, but I'm not a rat, so let's not go there. There's an ox, a tiger, and a rabbit. A rabbit with a little bit of sinus congestion, it would look like. A little bit of drippy nose going on there. And a dragon. Now, frankly, I'm not sure why the dragon or the rabbit or the horse couldn't outpace a rat on the top of an ox, but who am I to judge? What do I know of these things? Monkey. The monkey looks a little bit dismayed to be here. The chicken looks quite formidable. I don't know about you, I would not mess with that chicken. Absolutely not. No. And back to the boar. Speaking of boars, I will try not to bore you. Har har. So let's move on. Alright, farewell, rats. And all of these people have petitioned the universe for some kind of blessing, one blessing or another. I say, just being alive is a sufficient blessing for all of us. All right, let us descend from Achi Shrine, and we shall go down and walk around Bikan Historical District a little bit. Alright, I'm going to descend into the Bikan Historical District of Kurashiki. If you're ever in Okayama or near Okayama, I strongly suggest you visit Kurashiki. There are some pretty places to see, some culturally significant places to see. If you're not looking for something too fast and furious and you want a little bit of peace and tranquility, you might just find some here. However, Zen is not something we find at the top of a mountain. Zen is what we bring with us. Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh, this feels good to exercise my legs, having sat on airplanes and taxis and cars and conference rooms over the past week. I'm flying to India next week. That's going to be a bit of a ride over there and back. I'm going to fly to India, then come back to Japan and just lay low in Tokyo for a day before I go back to the U.S. We are back down to Kurashiki, Bikan Historical District. To my delight, but not my surprise, it's very quiet. Little is stirring, perhaps a mouse, a bird or two, and the occasional early riser like me. When I was younger, I liked to stay up late until the night, and often into the early morning of the next day. But I have, in later life, repented from that behavior. Now I prefer to go to bed early, get up early, so as not to miss the better part of the day, which is just after dawn, in my humble and subjective opinion. Look at all of that greenery. sure what they serve in this restaurant, but they have my attention. The power of marketing. Miffy Storehouse Kitchen. Well, using bunnies for marketing is a very effective ploy for those of us who like bunnies. Just like that, we are back down to the main canal area. Looks like Kurashiki is waking up. I am no longer alone in the world. Neko desu ka? Oh? Oh, hi, hi. Neko arimasu. Oh, she's, I have a big, yeah, let's see. I have a cat. A very flamboyant cat on my shirt. That lady was marveling at my fantastic, most impeccable fashion taste. All right, maybe not so much. These swans have a fabulous job opportunity here. They patrol the canal. Kind people feed them and admire them. Not a bad life. Not a bad life at all. Ah, to be loved and nurtured like that. Well, I suppose I should go back to my hotel, shave and shower, slap on some business clothes and get something done. Look at this, we have a samurai. Samurai. That is a really cool samurai costume. And that is a samurai that I can relate to with a rabbit, the Usagi clan, the rabbit clan warrior. Thank you for joining me on this walk through Okayama Kurashiki District. Please like the video, subscribe to Steve's channel, and we will bring you more adventures. I'll carry around oh man, the morning has broken.